Hi, I'm Justin, and today I wanted to show you around my garage. Show you what I've been doing all week. Hope you enjoy. Alright, that's a little better. So I am currently working out of my garage, and I do have to store this somewhere. I don't really have anywhere outside to put it. I wouldn't really want to. I don't want it to be out in the sun all day if it doesn't have to be. And it's just incentive for me to clean the shop at the end of the day. So I do have a pretty good footprint available because of that beast. So I know that I have to have this much clean. I can still have multiple large projects going on. This is a dog kennel that I'm in the middle of the process of building. That'll be the rest of today, as well as I had a 7-foot console in here too. So I can still do quite a bit of work in here. But we're getting started for the day. I want to show you kind of my process throughout the day. I've kind of gotten into the flow of things now that this is Friday the 13th. About 2 weeks in. So this is my second full week doing this full time. I built a headboard. I delivered a media console yesterday. I'm about halfway done with this guy here. And then next week I have 2 barn doors to build. So I've been keeping pretty busy, enjoying it, and hopefully making a bit of money. So follow me along today. Just kind of a normal day in my shop. It's still pretty early in the morning, so I like to try to do quiet stuff in the morning because I do have neighbors and they've never complained about any of my tools, and I'd like to keep it that way. So it's like 8 o'clock, so I think it's acceptable to start, but I still try to wait for the power tools for a little while. I'm sanding this guy down. It's a sign. My fiance makes signs and sells them on Facebook Marketplace. So I usually build the backboards, so I'm just distressing it. It's gonna be cool, like Christmas sign. It says something Christmassy, I forgot. I'm just distressing it with 220. The stain's really like clogging it up though, so. But I don't think it needs much more. It looks pretty good. Alright, so far I have cut these pieces out. These are the remaining pieces that I need to stain and paint. These are going to be the back panels. So I just dimensioned all those on the table saw. And then now I'm moving on to doing the top. So this is going to be a big top. It's practically a table. I don't know why I didn't think about this when I was quoting the build, but the top's like going to be 75 inches, so there's an inch overhang on either side, and then 30 and a half, maybe like 30 and 5/8 or something, 30 and 3/4. That'll give it an inch, almost inch and a half overhang on the front, or maybe half an inch on the back, inch on for cords. Yeah, so inch on the front, but it's gonna be huge. This thing is gonna be heavy when it's done, but That's good because it's going to be holding some big dogs, I think. So now I'm going to dimension the boards for the tabletop. I'm going to cut them down to 75 inches and then run them through the table saw and bring them down to, those are 2x6s, bring them down to, I think 5 1/8 would give me the measurement that I need once they are all together. I'll pocket screw them and possibly throw them through the planer, my new planer right here. Super stoked on that. It's a beast. All right, see you in a little. So I'm working on the top of this dog kennel here. I just pocket hole screwed it all up. I did the first sanding with 120, and there are some little voids in the material that I want to fill up, just like little holes, cracks, knots. So I'm using this Star Bond super glue. I haven't used this before. In the past, I used super glue, or the instant epoxy from the dollar store. It worked great. You're able to sand it and it fills in any holes. But this stuff comes in like different colors. They have brown, black, clear. And so they sent this over to me to try out. So I'm giving it a shot, and I like it so far. I've done a couple holes already. This is a real pretty big one. So I'm gonna try filling this up. If you guys are interested, there'll be a discount code down below. This isn't sponsored, but they did send this to me to try out, and I really like it so far. So you just fill in the crack, hit it with a little bit of accelerator, and that forms a top layer. It hardens real quick, and then all the stuff underneath hardens over time. So I like it so far. Looks really cool with the brown and stuff. I'll have to try the black on a different piece. Let's try this crack. Just hoping it's not too difficult to sand. I don't think it will be. I'm not putting an excess amount. If anything, it's going to be a little under the grade. Is there any more we can do? Check this one out. Right here. Yeah. This is not even that big. Normally I wouldn't really care, but since I got this out. Fill it up, fill it up. I'm a biker! It looks like all of them so far. So I'll let those dry for a few minutes and then come back. Ooh, there's one back here. I'm so happy at how this top turned out. I did not have a great selection of lumber to choose from at Home Depot yesterday. 2x6s all had some curvature and a little bit of bowing, but with the table saw, my planer, these are crisp. The best top I've ever made so far. And just like that, we are closed up again. So I just pulled everything back in, but I've got accomplished what I wanted to so far today. All the pieces are cut and sanded, ready for stain. I right now have to go to an appointment for an estimate, doing a couple barn doors in someone's house. So I'm gonna go get ready for that. And then when I get back for that tonight, I will put the stain on all the pieces I just did today in the top and let that dry overnight. And then some of the pieces will get chalk paint in the morning to match the rest of the frame. And then after that, assembly and protectant, polyurethane. And it should be done. Well, the barn door hardware I gotta install as well, but I'll get to that when I get there. Super cool, the angle iron I'm gonna use for the track. Use my new drill press. It's the little 5-speed 8-inch Wen. I'll leave a link for it in the description below. Worked like a charm. It was great. First thing I tested out on was metal, and it performed great. I couldn't have done that by hand. No way. So I will fill you in. Appreciate you watching. I might jump back on and talk to you a little bit about the whole process today. But if I don't, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next week. Bye.